Good morning. We're on the way to the gym. It's gonna be leg day today, baby. Let's think. Where are we? Where how are things going? Fell off the wagon. We mentioned that for like a good 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Just been in a funk. Haven't really wanted to do anything. Sometimes that happens, But took some inventory. Took a step back. Figured everything out. Became grateful for where I've come, where I've been, all the experiences, everything I have. Had to really sit back and just figure it all out for myself. And sometimes that takes time. So back at it, feeling good. I've changed my morning routine. Essentially what I'm doing is getting up, popping open the curtains, getting the sunlight in while I'm waking up. I'll do those little body twists and moving my arms, some dynamic movement, and then a little bit of stretching, nothing crazy, more dynamic as well, just kind of like the toe touches and everything, just to get me up and moving pretty quickly. And then what I do is typically just try and pop out some push-ups, some squats, and some abs of some sort. Honestly, they're pretty not majorly focused on hitting full range of motion or anything like that. It's honestly just getting the movement in and waking up the body and putting in some level of work, and then making my bed, or sometimes I'll make my bed before that. And this is all before I even leave my room. Even if I wake up and I really have to pee, I try and get this done before that. So this is all to just set up major momentum in the morning, and making my bed. Oh, one more thing. Sorry, I keep forgetting things. The only other thing I typically try and do is slam a glass of water. So I have a glass of water next to my bed, and that's the other thing that I do. So not only am I getting hydrated, but I'm getting in a little bit of really small wins to start the day, and then waking up the body extra. And since then, I've been doing it for about a week now. I say it really helps me actually get going, as opposed to the grogginess that I would normally have in the morning, just kind of coasting through the morning. And I want to say it leads to more productivity and just kind of gets me going a lot quicker. And then the squats. Maybe after we really are able to bump out a ton of squats, maybe we'll move to lunges, make it more challenging. But for right now, we're just kind of doing 20 squats, 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups or abs, whatever it is, you know what I mean? And then just getting the day going. So that's something new that I'm trying out so far. I enjoy it. The push-ups don't have to be on the floor. A lot of times when I head to the bathroom, I will do the push-ups on the bathroom counter or on the tub on the edge there to get a little bit of elevation. And that's just because I'm not able to really crank out push-ups quite yet, but that should help me build to it, you know what I mean? So just helps wake up the body, gets everything moving. And in my opinion, I think it's really helped me just actually, pop up and get going. So maybe something to try if you haven't tried it. And then if I don't get the push-ups in then, or whatever, if I don't get any of it in the very morning, what I'll do instead is while I'm waiting for my coffee to brew, I'll try and pop those out really quick. And we're talking 5 minutes for everything in the morning, real quick, you know what I mean? Those dynamic movements, that's 60 seconds. And then the push-ups, sit-ups, squats, that's probably 3 minutes, a minute a piece, if even, probably a little less, honestly. So again, just trying to get moving very quickly. The goal isn't to have some hour-long, 30-minute, 10-minute morning routine. It's literally just to pop out of bed, check off some freaking wins like that, you know what I mean? Bed made, hydrated, push-ups, sit-ups, squats. That's 5 freaking checks for the day done. So it just leads to momentum starting from the very moment I get up, and it just leads into me feeling like I've accomplished something already from the morning, the early morning, you know what I mean? So that's really been a game changer for me personally, and I think you will notice in the gym, I'm going to have a lot more gusto, be ready to go, you know what I mean? I'm ready to get into it, and I want to say it's because of that. It's because I'm checking things off, I'm getting that momentum going, and I'm ready to freaking get into it. So let's get into it. I'll see you in the gym. Leg day, baby. Let's go. Leg day is underway. Just hitting some barbell back squats here. Start the day off. Good thing about legs is with the compound lift and everything, this is going to be burning more calories just right off the bat. So this should be a pretty high calorie workout without us having to try as hard at. We're still going to try hard, but we're going to burn more calories. Let's go. First set,
This is kind of just to get loosened up. I did a warm-up set, but I want one with like a little bit more weight going, so that's what I'm doing. Feeling good. That was pretty easy. Or, you know, relatively speaking, pretty easy. Heart rate's already going. Holy crap. Already at 147. That's crazy. Already put us in zone 3. So yes, definitely going to be burning some extra calories a day. I'm also going to add in a little bit of shoulders and then a little bit of core. So we'll hit in that as well. Alright, for shoulders, we're going pretty classic here with these cable raises, leaning away from the machine. So we're getting tension and stretch. I've been really feeling those. Hopefully they blow up my delts and we start getting some boulder shoulders going. That's the goal. You can see I have a weight on the ground. That's to elevate my heels up. Helps with your ankle mobility so you're able to really get into those deep positions. So it just helps with that. Gives it a little bit easier to get into that if you don't quite have the ankle mobility to get in there. Threw some 25s on this. Gonna see what we could do with it. 50 pounds heavier. Definitely heavier. Definitely a lot heavier. I'm gonna drop it down a little bit just because I want to make sure that I'm getting nice and deep in this and hitting a few more reps. I think we only got like 6 there. Not bad, but definitely want a little bit more volume. So we're gonna drop down just a touch. Probably go 10s and 5s instead of 25. I consider squats to be one of my biggest weaknesses when it comes to lifts. So that's definitely going to be a big focus of mine. Probably for the rest of the year, honestly. Just trying to get that up in a little bit more respectable numbers. Should we go wrist through this time? Already pouring sweat. Oh, feeling good, feeling good. Gonna shoot for at least 8 reps here. Hopefully we can hit like 10 though, but regardless, going till we probably have 1 left in the tank, just so we can get it back up. But we'll get as close as possible to that. Didn't record it all, but hit 4 sets of squats, 4 sets of raises. Ended the squats with the drop down set going down to those 45s. That was pretty diabolical. Quads are feeling it. And then for the raises, did assisted grab the cable, helped pull it down, and did concentrics, holding it, trying to really fight the dropping back in. And so feeling good, definitely getting our sweat on. I think we should just keep going absolutely heinously diabolical with the quads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do single leg into double leg So we're going to pre-exhaust each leg, and then of course both legs are going to have strength together. So we're going to push it even farther by pre-exhausting each leg individually, then hitting them together. It should destroy my quads. Let's get into it. Feeling very good. I was pumped to get in here today, and I think that's why I'm pushing everything a little extra hard. Because damn, this is rough. But yeah, it feels good. Let's go. We're gonna keep it up. Keeping it equally heinous and diabolical. We're gonna go straight into sissy squats. Let's give the quads just a second to breathe. Because they are getting hammered today. So we're going to do some barbell shoulder press. What do we say to one more set of this guy? Same idea. Oh my god. My quads are feeling it. This is good though. I think they're my weak point. I think my posterior chain is ahead on my quads. That might be leading to some of my stability issues in the squat. At least that's where my head goes. But we'll see. Dude, I'm pouring. Oh my gosh. Alright. Enough to go down. Okay. One more, you're right. No, that's it. 2 days from now, when the delayed onset muscle soreness kicks in, it's gonna be hard to walk. They are donezo. Good golly. Can't forget abs. Warm up set real quick. One of my favorite ab machines. Ab strength retained. That was incredibly easy. So yeah. Great news. Excited to full stack this. Yeah, I'll show you guys that in just a minute. Full stacking it, baby. This is where we were at when we were getting towards the end there of the 100-day challenge. And crazy. I don't know if I think we're way past this now. Gonna have to start adding weight on here soon. But let's find out. Let's find out. I'm gonna say at least 20. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right. I think that's it. I think I'm feeling good. 53 minutes, 460 calories. Killer. What did we do? We did 4, 3, 3, 6, 10 sets of quads. And 4, 7 sets of shoulders. We could probably sneak in one more set real quick just to finish it out. But feeling pretty solid. Gonna head on home, grab some food, do some work, you know, the usual. Back at the house. Had to work for a little bit. Believe it or not, it is 2 p.m. and I have had almost nothing to eat. Let me show you what I've had to eat so far. 2 of my personal favorite little snacks. Alright. I have one of these Archer mini beef sticks. These are only, I believe, 45 calories. Let me double check. Yep, 45 calories. Nice, easy, little touch of protein. And then I had these little, they're just organic fruit, dried. Easy peasy, apple mango crisps. They are delicious, they are sweet, and literally the only ingredients, if you can read that, is literally apple and mango. That's it. So I like the simplicity, I like the ease, and that's only like 40 or 45 calories as well. So I mean, we haven't even had 100 calories, and we had a nice little itty bitty snack. Okay, so I'm just gonna make like an omelet today. Something pretty easy, pretty simple, and a lot of the time, because there's like no carbs in this, it's pretty light on calories typically as well. So we'll go forward with that, see what we get. I'm just gonna chop these up. I got bell pepper, onion, and jalapeno. Like I said, just gonna dice those babies up, toss them for just a second, kind of get them a little browned, a little color. And then I got 6 ounces of egg white with 1 egg in here. Gonna whisk that together. We'll pour that over our veggies, and then I think what I'm gonna do is chop up just a little bit of breakfast sausage as well. So we'll toss all that in the pan, get that going. But I'll skip out on me chopping this up, but keeping it pretty simple here. Normally, if you've been watching me at all, you would notice that I don't usually toss the veggies in and stuff. It's just not something I ever used to think about, but then I started to realize the more I was eating this and the more, you know, you're cooking for yourself, you want to add a little bit of color and a little bit of variety, a little extra flavor to the overall, you know, palette of what you're making. So wanted to add some color to this, wanted to add some extra flavors to this. So hopefully this helps elevate, you know, what we're doing. It's not like we're doing anything crazy, you know, like there's just some veggies thrown in here and then a little bit of sausage that's pre-seasoned. And it's just simple turkey sausage, breakfast sausage, easy peasy. Just gonna chop this up really quick. You can see I got everything diced right here. Hopefully, I can't tell if it's coming out clear enough or if I have too much blur. Let me just take off the blur. Got everything diced right here. Gonna dice this up as well. And I'm just going with the serving size on here, which is 2 of the links. I suppose I could weigh them out just to triple check. 3 grams extra, 48 grams compared to the 45 on there. So that won't be too much extra, but it will add on a little bit. So most of the time when I'm cooking and I'm getting meals ready, I mean, if there is a serving size on there, that's typically what I go by, unless of course, you know, I'm like, oh man, I am short on my protein, I need to increase my protein, then I will have more to fit my macros. But for a general like first meal or whatever, I'm just going off of, you know, not only habit. Usually I go 6 ounces of egg whites, so that's what I'm doing here, and an egg in itself. I weighed it out. It was 146 grams of egg white and then the egg. But like, you build habits while you're doing this, but also like there's a general serving size, and I think it's a good place to start. But if it's, you know, above or below your macros, then maybe adjust it for that. But that's just how I do it. Pretty simple. I don't really think about it. For instance, these veggies, like these are maybe, and I mean maybe 20 calories. So I don't even weigh out my veggies just because I know that I'm not having enough for it to really create any sort of substantial impact on my daily calories or anything like that. That's not to say that I don't, like, you know, think or concentrate on anything else related to tracking. Like, I track everything else fairly diligently, but, you know, your diligence can waver if
it's not that crazy of an impact. So in my opinion, this is not enough of an impact for me to, you know, chop all these up and then weigh them and then start cooking with them. So instead, I just throw them in, because that's seriously not too many. And I know that it's less than 20 calories. Most veggies are pretty low, so unless you are stacking your plates and having big old salads, like, you're really not adding too many calories in. And that's the cool part. Like, they add flavor and depth to all of your plates that you're going to be making, all your meals you're going to be making. So they're a good way to add that extra pizzazz to everything. So I'd say go kind of crazy with them. Like, use your onions. Potatoes have a little bit more. Sweet potatoes have a little bit more. But like any of the leafy green sort of stuff, like your broccolis, your kales, your spinach, all that, like, you can grab fistfuls, and I think it'll be 5 or 10 calories. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. Even carrots are pretty low. That's why a lot of times if I'm feeling a little hungry and like I don't really necessarily need anything extra, I'll just pop some baby carrots and get that going. And it usually helps me out. I'll throw it with some like peanut butter or something just to add a little bit, or just as is, because they are really easy to munch on. So yep. Calories for right now, we're shooting for 1600. Gonna see how that affects us. We haven't been diligent enough with that being said, so I don't really know yet. I think I'm gonna be good because the refeed and everything. Like, I've been maintaining weight and I've been eating not whatever, but kind of whatever. So I know that my metabolism is definitely up a little bit again. Near the end of that 100-day thing, I mean, we were eating 1,000 calories. So definitely good to bump it back up, feeling better. And like, of course, you want to be able to eat more, not less. So it was good. Well worth it. Well worth the little bit of weight we put on, everything like that. And now it's even easier to dial in and lose weight because we have a higher threshold now, a higher daily maintenance calories that we can hit and still be in a deficit. So, and like with the workout and everything, I'm at 830 calories a day already. So, I mean, we're plenty good. I don't need to do any more activity today. I'd be perfectly fine. I might do a little walk or something later, just because, but I don't need anything else. You know what I mean? If there's any cooks out there or anybody who's much better at it than I am, because I am not good at it, let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Typically, yeah, I just set it and forget it, and it's been doing wonders. So yeah, I don't know if you guys could see that, but like, I'm not even showing you. You guys could see we're getting some color in there for sure, and it was just as simple as spraying the pan lightly and then letting it sit and do its thing. I don't like to complicate things, especially because I don't know what I'm doing. I am by no means a cook. So the easiest this can be is the best that it can be for me. And you know, like a lot of us, we don't got time to, you know, really be throwing in a ton of time to cooking and things like that, you know. This is something you can quickly whip together in like 5 to 10 minutes. So for this, the sausage in, I'm just gonna let it heat up for just a second, and then it's gonna cook while we're cooking the egg anyway. So really not too worried about that one reaching any type of, you know, optimal temperature or anything like that. We're also gonna throw some cheese on. We're gonna go a little crazy today. We're gonna get it all in there. Going with the fat-free, no-fat, fat-free. Tends to really reduce calories. 45 calories for 28 grams. So 28 grams is a substantial amount of cheese, I have come to learn. Typically, I don't even do that. I do 20 because it's enough. But we'll see. We'll see. That's 20 right there. We'll go the whole 28. We'll go the whole 20. We'll splurge today. All right, 28. Perfect. Okay, so we got those browned up just a touch. Honestly, the sausage even got a little browned, which is perfect, because that'll add a little extra pizzazz, a little zing to it all. And then I just lightly pour right over one of the sausages, and that helps it not continually push itself out of the way. Sorry, I'm trying to get the angle here while pouring. It is not working. I apologize. Boom, that's it. Easy, right? And then to make it even easier on myself, on yourself, grab your cheese, sprinkle that all over. Heck yeah. Grab some pepper, some salt. Boom. Boom, that might have been a shitload of salt. That was actually coming out really fast. And then toss this over the top. Let it do its thing for a second. You'll see it start to like solidify. It'll be less watery. Just give it a jiggle every now and again. You'll be able to tell. And then this helps it like cook more thoroughly instead of you having to wait for the bottom to get fully cooked. This like essentially makes it a mini oven. Cooks the whole thing. Comes out a lot better in my opinion. I've been doing this for months now, and I enjoy that. So I'll show you. It comes out really nice. Normally, when I'd make an omelet or something, you know, it kind of gets a little browned at the bottom. You kind of get more burnt egg at the bottom. Maybe that's what you enjoy. I'm not gonna lie, it's not half bad. But I like the fluffiness that this creates. This gets it like a little bit higher, a little thicker. Good stuff. And then we'll probably throw some salsa on this. And enjoy. Easy peasy. We'll talk about macros in a second, but yeah, I'll show you guys when it's nearly done, and then probably when we're chowing down for just a sec. Alright, I'm moving this off the heat now. Let's take a little peek here at what we are looking at. We're going to have a ton of steam come out of this. Also, having the lid on there helps the cheese melt in nice and easy. But yeah, look at that fluffiness. You can tell it's like a lot thicker than it would normally be, at least in my opinion. I think it does. Maybe I'm capping. I don't know. But like, see that? That's nice. I'm not saying that it's not gonna burn at all, but like, in my opinion, less burn than normal. And a lot of that's on the sausages, so hey, that's alright with me. And I don't know if any of you have trouble. I used to have a ton of trouble with egg whites sticking. This helps. No stick. No stick. Looks very nice. Alright. Let me get this plated, and then we'll go over macros. That's looking good though. It smells good. Oh yeah. I wish I could flip these nicely. I wish I was better at all this. Oh, we did it. Alright. Oh, ow. So, this guy right here. I'm telling you, omelet, probably one of the easiest ways. You could do like a breakfast scramble bowl and the same idea. But the fact that this is just pretty straightforward ingredients, it's so light in calories and so high in protein, the eggs and the egg whites, hack, absolute hack. If you want to absolutely maximize how much you can eat with like continuing low calories, you can make your own sausage. Use like ground beef, ground chicken, or ground turkey is the absolute leanest. So if you like turkey and you can whip yourself up some breakfast turkey, you can toss that in here instead. Lower the calories, or you know, increase the calories, but increase the amount, because you're not adding in anything else that like all the like pre-packaged breakfast sausage has. So that's a great way if you're really looking to bring those calories down, but like bring your protein and everything up. Best way you could do it. This guy right here, 264 calories, 39 grams of protein, 10 fat, 3 carbs. Easy. Easy. And yes, I essentially fasted until 2 o'clock. I had my little snacks. This is very solid. Oh. When you go with a pre-made sausage, of course, you get that nice flavor that you're used to, or maybe that you like more. So if you can find a way to mimic it, I mean, absolutely do it with the turkey sausage. This is turkey in itself, so that's why it helped, you know, keep things lean and increase the protein. Same with the cheese. The fact that the cheese is no fat, it's almost all protein and no fat. So awesome way to do it. And then yeah, any hot sauces you enjoy. This is just the Taco Bell fire sauce. Biggest thing here is sodium, so if you go absolutely crazy with this, it's going to catch up to you. But most hot sauces and salsas are pretty low in calorie and can add to, you know, the overall flavor and the overall experience. So sauces in every facet of what you're eating will just help boost the flavor, you know. And we're not looking to be bland, just have a boiled chicken breast and rice. Like, we want to kind of enjoy ourselves, yeah. So I mean, this is a tiny meal, tiny. I could have made 2 of these and I would have been fine. That would only put me a little over 500 calories, you know what I mean? So gonna have this. I need to scarf this down. I have a meeting in like 3 minutes, so I'll catch you guys in a little while. I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe walk and talk, or maybe we'll just have another meal. We'll see. The day's open. Well, howdy, folks. We are opting for some indoor activity. This is way too slow. Even that's a little slow. All right. Why are we opting for indoor activity? Also, what time is it? What time? 6:20. It is 6:20. I'll tell you why. Because it's hot out.
I mean, hot for me, definitely. I'm from winter areas. I was born in the winter, molded by it, you know? And so 80 degrees, it's a little too hot for me, a little too hot for this guy. So we're staying inside. That's perfectly fine. I could have gone to the gym, but that would have meant that I had to go out into the heat regardless. But on top of that, another excuse to throw on is I have the puppies with me. 2 puppies, they're over there. So I have to watch the puppies. And that's okay, because this is going to be perfectly good. So, I'll tell you what though. My legs, they're freaking demolished. I'm scared of what the next day or 2 holds. For the sake of soreness, it's going to be gnarly. So, getting movement in will help for sure. Maybe not this early on, it'd be a little better tomorrow. We're gonna do it tomorrow, don't worry. But hey, we gotta keep the calories burning. But here's the good news. The good news is that I really don't have to worry about going crazy with the calories here. Like, it's not like I'm setting out to burn 300, 500, whatever in this go. This is more just to kind of stack on. But with all that being said, honestly, I think we're gonna cut it here. I think today's over, you know? We're just kind of hanging out. I'm feeling so much more energetic, so much more up, you know? I think when you start getting into it and you start putting the time in and you start reaping the benefits of all your labor, you know, I think you start to realize, like, damn, I'm really doing something here. And you become a little bit more proud of yourself every time, you know? So, if you're struggling to, like, find the perfect time to get started, I mean, there's no perfect time. You've probably heard that a million times. The perfect time's now, you know what I mean? Keep going, get out there, start taking the steps in the right direction. Don't worry about the end goal. Worry about doing what you need to do every single day that you know will impact you and make you better. So for me, it's getting those 800 calories burned daily. Check. Getting my protein in. Getting my calories into my threshold, my 1600 or below. So far, so good. That isn't quite checked off. We haven't hit dinner yet. You know what I mean? Sufficient hydration. Again, that is right on track. I'm at, let me think, 36, 14, 40, 50, 74. I'm at like 74 ounces of water right now. And all I want to hit is at least 100. So, I mean, even right now, I could go for some water. And after this, definitely going to need some water. So, I think we're good there. We could check that one off, honestly. And then I don't have any step goals or anything like that. It's always the 800 here. So we're above that. We're already done with that. We are at, oh, we just crossed 1,000 right now. So that's perfect. You know what I mean? We're doing it. Getting to bed on time. That's the goal for tonight. We did it yesterday. Yesterday was a good day. We woke up energized. And then we're going to hit it again. And I'm going to do my push-ups. I'm going to do my sit-ups. And I'm going to do my squats. Maybe not the squats. We'll see how sore I am. Maybe if anything, we'll take that time to stretch instead. The quads, get them a little stretched out, get them a little movement. And then our hydration in the morning, and then making the bed. And you do that day in and day out, over and over. And as long as you can check those boxes off, you're on the right path. And that's all you need to worry about. Because all of those are going to lead to the systemic background of reaching my goal of losing that weight. Because this is what I did in the first 100 days. And it worked. And this is going to work now to get me to the 15%. And this is exactly what you need to do. Figure out calorie deficit, get it, start walking, whatever it might be. I'm sweating. I am genuinely sweating. I cannot believe how much I'm sweating. Holy crap. I think I'm holding on to a lot of excess water at the moment, and that's really causing some crazy sweating. But that's okay. That just means we need to stay hydrated. Maybe I'll add on another 20 ounces to replenish at least a little bit more of that. But calorie deficit, a little bit of activity, your protein, and the small daily goals. Just get all of those going, hit them daily, and the weight will start to come off. It'll happen. Do not get it so attached to moving that number on the scale. It'll happen because you're doing the right things. Do the right things. It'll happen. I promise. Because it happened for me, and I am nothing special. I'm no Mr. Olympia. I'm no bodybuilder. I'm no calisthenics pro. I'm no power lifter, nothing. I'm just me, guys, and I'm doing it. And if I can do it, you can definitely do it. Okay? I believe in you. Even if you don't believe in you, I believe in you. Let's freaking get it. Just keep going like this, literally one step at a time, over and over and over and over, and that is gonna get you to where you want to be. That sounds probably stupid. It sounds too simple, but I promise, this is it. This is it right here. Not this literally, but the day in and the day out. You know, you can have an off day. That's fine, but just keep marching forward. If you trip, pick yourself up. Keep going. Keep going. It's right there. Keep going. You got this. All right. That's it for today, guys. I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna watch something. I'm gonna have some fun. Hang out. Burn a few more calories. Why the hell not? You know what I mean? Feeling good. And I will catch you guys next time. What are we gonna hit? We need an arm day. We need an arm day. We haven't had an arm day. So we're gonna be hitting buys and tries, baby. Let's get after it. As always, look better, feel better, be better. Frickin' love you guys. Let's go.